guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have created another look for you guys. This one is a recreation of a look I did last year, and I don't know, it's kind of like a sexy, sultry, yet creepy looking vampire. So if you guys are interested in learning how to get this look, then just keep on watching. Okay, so like all of my videos, I need something to hold back my hair. So I think I'm going to use this one. When I went to Disneyland in California, I got a Maleficent themed Mickey ears. But I haven't even used it yet. It still has the tag. Gosh. So I'm going to be using this Rimmel Kate Moss lipstick. This is in number 11. It's like a dark blood red is what I'm going for. So I'm just going to take some on my finger and apply it that way. But this is just going to act as the base, so don't worry. If it gets a little crazy, we will blend everything out. And now I'm going to go into this e.l.f. blush palette. I think this is the dark palette, and it has this matte deep maroon red, so I'm going to be using that all over the lid and also blend out into the crease. You want this look to be strong and intense, but still really, like, at the same time soft and blown out. Kind of like a real vampire, you know? They're super strong and intense, but super beautiful and graceful, according to Twilight. I don't know any real vampires, but I'm gonna take my Lorac Pro 1 palette, and in that just take the black eyeshadow that they have, this one, and just very lightly go into the crease. So you're going to go back in with a fluffier brush and blend that out. So I'm just going to go ahead and jump into the eyeliner. I know it looks crazy still, but don't worry, it'll get there. It'll get there. I'm just, like always, mapping it out with a felt liner first. I want the eyeshadow to meet almost to the edge of where my winged liner stops. And my winged liner, I wanted it to end where my eyebrow stops. I'm going to take a big fluffy crease brush and just blend out the edge. Now I'm going to take the shade Cream in the Lorac Pro 1 palette. This is just a matte light cream shade. And I'm going to place that under the brow bone just to lift the brow bone a little bit. Okay, so my camera shut off. The only thing I did was apply gel liner over the felt tip liner just to make it a little bit more intense. And I also applied liner on my waterline and also tight lined as well. Now I am going to be doing my brows, and I'm just using a dark brown color. This is from the Brow Gal. I got this in my BoxyCharm. So I'm just going to use a dark brown color to fill in my brows. I'm not really changing the shape of my brows, but I do want the brows to look a little sharper than usual. I love that mug. I love it. And I'm obsessed with the Evil Queen after I started watching Once Upon a Time. such a good show. And the Evil Queen is my favorite character. I would totally want to be her. I mean, her gowns, and not even Regina. I'm talking about like the Evil Queen. I won't spoil it for anyone, but if you haven't watched it, you need to watch it. That show is like the show of my dreams, literally, because I used to always wish that they would just combine all of these Disney characters and like these make-believe characters and create like a huge show. But I always pictured it as cartoon, like a cartoon show, but this is even better. Do y'all have any other suggestions for any shows? I keep trying to look for some good shows, but I don't know. It's hard to tell by the first episode. I already started Vampire Diaries, just the first episode. And I'm watching Once Upon a Time. Friends is always on. Just on repeat all the time. But I don't know. I don't know of any other shows that I should be watching. So let me know down below. I'm gonna pack on some of that maroon blush again right on top, because we blended most of it away. Now I am going to take that precise brush and dip into the maroon blush again and place it right underneath on the lower lash line. And then going back into this black eyeshadow. It doesn't have to be this black eyeshadow, by the way. Any black eyeshadow. This look is easily 100% drugstore if it wasn't for this. So, I mean, you can easily find a matte cream shade and a matte black. For the brow bone highlight and the inner corner highlight, I'm just going to use this Lorac Pro 2 eyeshadow in Snow. We are almost done with the eyes, but I want to create a little bit more drama. So I am going to create just a tiny triangle right in the inner corner to create more of a cat eye shape. Okay, as you can see, the difference is crazy because, I mean, it's just a small little triangle, but it makes it more sultry looking and more intense. You want to be very subtle with the triangles because I found that if you go like really like inwards when you make the triangle, it makes your eyes look really together, so it doesn't look too good. I'm going to start off with my favorite, the Pore Professional from Benefit. I love this primer. I haven't really used too many primers, but I love this one. And I'm gonna switch over to my Magic Lumi. Because when I think of a vampire, and from what I've read, they have shiny skin, but it's also flawless looking, so. And I want my skin to look pretty pale, but I don't want it to look like fake costume makeup. You know, like the makeup that you get from like Walmart and Party City, like the fake makeup. I don't want it to look like a clown face, is what I'm trying to say. I'm gonna use the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation. I have mine in cream beige. Now I'm gonna take this Tarte Shape Tape concealer. This one is in light medium honey, which I know is light for me right now, but that'll just add to the vampire effect. I'm going to quickly set that with a face powder. I'm just going to use the CoverTalks 10 Physicians Formula just because it's already out. I am going in with this contouring palette from Wet n Wild. This one is in Caramel Toffee, which is so weird because I had actually bought this like a year before I bought the new Caramel Toffee from Wet n Wild. Look how different. This is like pure banana powder and this is just like a cream color. And the contour color is like more ashy compared to this. But they're the same palette. But I'm going to use this one. You can use any like grayish contour color. I'm going to take a more concentrated fluffy brush. This is just a big fluffy brush I used before. And I'm going to take that same ashy contour powder and just swoop down a little bit just to make your cheeks look a little sunken in. So I'm just creating like a sharp shape and then I'm going to clean up with the cream color in that duo. And then you're going to blend everything together. So I'm just packing on the shade and slightly baking just a little bit just to get a really sharp edge. While that's baking, I am going to create 2 bite marks. I'm going to go back in with that Kate Moss lipstick and a Q-tip. So I'm going to take that same maroon blush just to set our little bite mark here. I'm going to add just a touch of gray. So back to your cheeks, which look a little crazy. We're going to blend. And I want a really icy, chilly highlight. So I'm going to use the Ofra and dupe that You Glow Girl highlight. Now, the lips are pretty fun. Just take any black pencil liner. So I'm going to start by lining the lips. My pencil is not pointy enough, so I'm going to go in with a felt tip, and I'm not going to upturn them too much, just want to do a slight curve upwards. So you can see it's just a slight turn. That black line was where my actual lip ended, and the little triangle is the extra that I added. I'm gonna jump into that Kate Moss red lipstick. I'm gonna take a little bit of some black eyeshadow and start shading. I'm gonna go back in with that same maroon blush that I used for the eyes and just tap that on my lips. Any mistakes you can always clean up with your concealer. I'm going to add a little bit of that highlighter that I applied to my face on the inner corner. Okay, so now it's time to set your face. Okay, so I forgot one very important thing, which are my lashes. Alright guys, so the look is now complete after I added mascara and falsies. I really like how it turned out. It's a little creepy because of the lips, but still like sultry and sexy at the same time. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye! Welcome to my makeup tutorial. The good thing about this makeup look is if you get lipstick on your teeth, you can just say it's part of the costume. It's just blood.